Hi, my name is Jian Seo. I'm an assistant professor in the School of Information Sciences at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to use GitHub Copilot and Visual Studio Code. Let me share my screen and sound. Now I have shared my Visual Studio Code screen. And just for your information, I'm using Windows 11 operating system, and my screen reader is Job Access with Speech, JAWS. First of all, you need to make sure whether you have installed GitHub Copilot Visual Studio Code extension on your system. So I'm going to press the keystroke Ctrl-Shift-X, X for X-ray, on Windows. If you use Mac, the keystroke is Command-Shift-X. I'm going to press Ctrl-Shift-X here.
Control-Shift-X, search extensions in Marketplace, editor.
So once you press this keystroke, your focus moves to the extension text field. In this text field, you can search any extension name by typing. I'm going to type Copilot, C-O-P-I-L-O-T.
C-O-L-I-O-C, blank, blank.
I have just removed what's already there. I have already typed Copilot, so I just deleted all the text there. So let me type again, C-O-P-I-L-O-T, and I'm going to press Tab key.
Copilot, toolbar, clear extension search results.
And Tab key again. And here is the extension list, and you can see all the result here, where you can use up and down arrow key navigate. I'm going to press up arrow.
Extension list box, GitHub Copilot 1.172.
And there is GitHub Copilot. This is the first result, and we want to install this extension. Let me press Tab key here.
Toolbar, install pre-release button.
And there is install pre-release. Sometimes you may hear install this extension. You can just hit enter on this menu to install.
Editor. Extension, GitHub Copilot, Visual Studio Code Insiders Administrator Documents. Installing extension, GitHub Copilot started. Editor is now readme frame, document read-only.
Now my extension is being installed. And once it's installed, you need to reload your Visual Studio Code. To reload your Visual Studio Code, press Ctrl-Shift-P, Papa on Windows, or Command-Shift-P, Papa on Mac. I'm going to press Ctrl-Shift-P because I'm using Windows.
Control-Shift-P, type the name of the command to run. List.
Here you type reload, R-E-L-O-A-D.
Developer, reload window, recently used, 1 of 7.
And there is developer, reload Windows. I'm going to press enter on this menu.
Enter, frame, document read-only, document read-only.
And my Visual Studio Code has been reloaded. Let me slow down my screen reader at this point so that you can understand my screen reader speech.
Slower.
So once you have installed GitHub Copilot extension, you need to make sure whether you have been signed in. So press Ctrl-Shift-X, X-ray, the same keystroke that you use for extension installation. If you use Mac, Command-Shift-X. I'm going to use Ctrl-Shift-X here.
Control-Shift-X, Arduino Visual Studio. Control-Shift-X, editor group 1 empty. Control-Shift-X, search extensions in Marketplace.
Yes. So now my focus moves back to the extension search field. Here I'm going to press Shift-Tab key.
Extensions Actions toolbar, refresh button.
There is refresh button. I'm going to press Shift-Tab again.
Manage toolbar, accounts button menu.
And there's account menu. I'm going to press spacebar to expand.
Space, context menu, Champaign-Urbana GitHub submenu, 1.
So here you can find all the signed in account menu. If you haven't signed in, there is a Copilot menu that requires your account to sign in. I'm going to arrow down to see if I have any unsigned Copilot menu.
CO1005 at illinois.edu, Champaign-Urbana GitHub Copilot chat submenu, 3 of 6, J. Settings link is unchecked. 4, Champaign-Urbana GitHub Copilot chat submenu, 3 of 6, J.
Here, in my case, I have already signed in, so it automatically authorize my Copilot extension. But if you haven't done already, you have to click GitHub Copilot and you have to extend and sign in. I'm going to press right arrow.
Champaign-Urbana GitHub Copilot chat menu, manage trusted extensions, 1 of 2, sign out, 2 of 2, S.
So in my case, I see sign out because I have been signed in. So you need to click sign in if you haven't done already. I'm going to close this menu by pressing Ctrl B, boy. If you use Mac, the keyboard shortcut key is Command B.
Control B.
And escape.
Escape.
And Ctrl B again.
Control B.
I need to escape, press ESC, escape key again to get out of this account expanded menu.
Escape. Leaving menus. Arduino Visual Studio Code inside escape.
Okay, so once I have escaped from all the account menu, I can now press Ctrl B, boy, to close this extension sidebar.
Control B. Editor group 1 empty.
Okay, so next, I'm going to demonstrate how to use Copilot. I'm just using Arduino and Snapino sketch code as an example, but you can use Copilot in any code snippet, such as Python or C or C++, Java, etc. I have already opened our Arduino sketch, so it's available in the Explorer view. You can move your focus to the Explorer view by pressing Ctrl-Shift-E, Explorer. If you use Mac, the keyboard shortcut key is Command-Shift-E. So I'm going to press Ctrl-Shift-E here.
Control-Shift-E, Files Explorer Tree View, 1, Combined Code.ino.
So this is a tree view menu where you can use up and down arrow key to move your cursor between file and folder menu. And you can use left arrow and right arrow to collapse and expand each folder.
0.
So I'm going to collapse all the folder by pressing left arrow.
Accessibility code closed. Combined code instructor closed.
And there is combined code structure. I have just pressed down arrow and up arrow to navigate each between each folder.
Libraries closed. Combined code instructor closed.
I'm going to expand this menu by pressing right arrow key.
Open.
And it says open. I'm going to down arrow to see if there is any subfolder or subfile under this combined structure folder. I'm going to press down arrow here.
1. Combined code.ino. Selected. 1 of.
So there is one INO file, one Arduino file under this folder, combined Arduino file. On Windows, you can press enter on the file name to open the code. If you use Mac, you have to press Command down arrow key to open the code. So I'm going to press enter on this file because I'm using Windows.
Enter. Combined code.ino. Editor. Blank.
Okay, so now my focus moves back to the code editor and my code file, Arduino code file is open. I can move the code line by line by pressing down arrow or up arrow.
/ include the servo header file. Number include servo.blank. / create servo object to control servo servo.
So the first thing you can do, you can ask Copilot to explain what this code is about. In order to ask Copilot to explain your code, you need to first highlight any code block that you want to learn about. I'm going to press Ctrl A.
/ include the servo.
A as an apple to select all. If you use Mac, the keyboard shortcut key is Command A. So I have highlighted all the source code for this file, and I'm going to press Ctrl-Shift-I, India, to open interactive Copilot windows. Ctrl-Shift-I.
Control-Shift-I. Chat input. Editor. Blank.
And it says chat input. If you use Mac, the keyboard shortcut key is either Option-Shift-I or Command-Shift-I. So here I'm going to press, I'm going to type the following command, / followed by explain. So I'm going to press / first.
/ suggest list box at terminal. Ask how to.
So as soon as you press / the suggestion auto completion widget is open, and you can press E.
At terminal, ask how to do something in the terminal. Docs. 1 of 12.
X. So I press EX.
/ explain at workspace.
And the focus moves to explain. I'm going to press enter to select /explain.
Enter. Chat input. Editor. Blank.
So now in my editor field, chat field, I have /explain.
At workspace /explain.
Of course, there is one more prefix, @ followed by workspace. This basically indicates that I want to learn about current workspace and this highlight code. You can just simply hit enter on this.
Enter.
And you may hear some audio cue that indicates your request has been sent. And you may hear some dice roll sound that indicates your response is still pending. And it's processing.
This Arduino code controls a servo motor and plays a melody using a piezo buzzer. The code is divided into two main parts. The setup command, jilth.copilot.open symbol in file %5b%22.
Okay, so as soon as you have received the response, your screen reader will read aloud the response. And you can go back to your response by pressing Control Up arrow or Command Up arrow if you use Mac. I'm going to press Control Up arrow.
Chat list box. One file tree. This Arduino code controls a servo motor and plays a melody using a piezo buzzer. The code is divided into two main parts. The setup command, jilth.copilot.
So it explains the code structure and what it is. If you want to open the current response in accessible view, where you can use four-way arrow keys, you can press Alt F2 on the response, or you can use Option F2 if you use Mac. So this is basically how to use explain mode in using Copilot. I'm going to get out of this Copilot interactive chat view by pressing Escape key.
Escape. Combined code.ino. Editor. Blank.
Okay, now I'm back to my code editor. Now, next thing I'm going to demonstrate is how to ask a Copilot to modify my code. Say, I want to go to any specific code block by pressing Ctrl+Shift period first. If you use Mac, the keyboard shortcut key is Command-Shift period. Since I'm using Windows, I'm going to press Ctrl+Shift period.
Control-Shift period. Document symbols tree view.
And you will hear document symbols tree view where you can use four-way arrow navigation key to navigate between folders of different code structure, and you can expand and collapse each folder or tree view by left and right arrow key.
Setup function.
And there is one setup function.
Node iterations variable. Melody variable. Node iterations variable.
And node variable, melody variable.
Melody parse variable.
Parse variable.
Misservo variable. Parse variable. Misservo variable. Parse node setup function.
And there is a setup function.
Loop function. Loop function.
Loop function.
Setup function.
I'm going to jump to loop function. I'm going to down arrow again.
Loop function.
And hit enter.
Enter. Combined code.ino. Editor. Blank. Void loop left brace. / rotate servo from 0 degrees to 180 degrees in steps of 1 degree.
So I'm navigating this function now by using down arrow key.
For plus equals 0, plus equals 180, plus equals 1 left brace. Blank. / tell the servo to move according to the value of plus. Misservo.rate plus. Blank. / delay the next action by 15 milliseconds. Delay 15. Blank. Delay 15.
And there is a delay 15. I want to actually delay up to 30 instead of 15. Of course, you can manually change the 15 to 30, but you can use Copilot. Say, for example, in this line,
delay 15.
You can select the line that you want to modify by pressing Shift down arrow.
Delay 15.
And then you can open the Copilot inline chat view by pressing Ctrl+I. If you use Mac, the shortcut key is Command-I. This time we don't need Shift key, so the Command Shift I or Control Shift I, that was for interactive chat view, but this time this is inline chat view, so we don't need the Shift key. So I'm going to press Control I here.
Control I, inline chat input, editor, blank, ask Copilot.
Okay, now you hear inline chat view. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. This is not ChatGPT, but it works as if we use ChatGPT. This product name is Copilot, though. The behind the scene technology is the same. So I'm going to ask Copilot to increase the delay to 30. So I'm going to type increase the delay
delay 2
to 30. And I'm going to press enter to send my request.
30, enter. Accessible diff viewer.
Okay, now I received the response. I'm going to arrow down.
Rate, blank unchanged line 70, / delay the next, delay 15, original line 70, original line 75, plus delay 30, modified lines.
So sometimes you will hear different audio cues. Say, for example,
original line, delay 15, original line.
This tone indicates deleted line. So now our original line, delay 15, has been deleted.
Original line plus delay 30, modified.
And plus delay 30, this is the new line that Copilot suggests, and you will hear plus sign up front.
Plus delay 30, modified line, / create a, if parse equals.
And if you want to accept this suggestion, you can simply press Control Enter.
Control Enter. Combined code.ino. Editor. Blank. Closed inline chat widget.
And I'm going to press up arrow.
/ delay the next action by.
And I'm going to press down arrow.
Delay 30.
Now it has changed to delay 30.
/ create if parse blank. / out up maximum power to pan 11. Digital write 11. Hot blank. Digital write 11.
So I have just demonstrated how to use Copilot to explain the code or explain the entire code and how to change the code using Copilot. This is just the beginning, and you can expand upon what you learn. I hope that this could be a great starting point for you. If you want to learn more about Copilot, you can Google search Visual Studio Copilot, and there are many tutorials out there. And I hope that this was instrumental. Thank you for watching. And this was Zhu Young CEO.
You have started screen share.